Good evening. I'd like to call the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting to order for May 13th, 2024. My name is Sandy Griffiths, and I'm the chairperson of the Planning and Zoning Commission. I will be presiding over the Commission's deliberations on hearing and action items this evening. The Planning and Zoning Commission sits in an advisory capacity to the Town Council. As such, the Commission reviews planning and zoning issues and forwards recommendations regarding these important issues to the Council. All members are appointed by Town Council and volunteer their time. This evening's proceedings will be conducted as follows. First, the hearing item will be read into record. The staff will then present the case and their recommendations to the Commission. The applicant will be invited to address the Commission and answer questions from the Commission. The floor will then be open to comments from the public regarding the hearing or action item. If you wish to speak on an issue, a speaker card must be completed and submitted to the clerk. Where, Carmela, are the speaker cards, please? Thank you. Speaker cards are located at the entrance. When you are recognized by the clerk, please come to the microphone, state your name and address. I ask that you please address your pertinent comments to the Commission through the chairperson and not to the applicant, staff, or individuals in the audience. A 3-minute time limit will be imposed. Please keep your comments brief and to the point. After all the pre-registered comments speak, the chair will then call for any additional speakers who wish to fill out a comment card and bring it to the clerk. After public comment has been closed, the item will then return first to the applicant if needed, then to the Commission for comments and/or a motion and vote. I would now like to have Commissioner Laney lead us in the pledge. Of the United States, for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Ms. Kelly, roll call, please.
Chairperson Griffiths.
Here.
Vice Chairperson Evans.
Present.
Commissioner Erb.
Present.
Commissioner Bourdon.
Here.
Commissioner Laney. Commissioner Rankin.
Here.
Commissioner Rutherford.
Thank you. Item 4, call to the public. Kelly, do we have any call to the public?
We do not.
Thank you. Item 5, any announcements from staff or the Commission? Great. Item 6, approval of minutes. For the February 12th, 2024 regular meeting minutes, may I have a motion, please? Are there any corrections?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from February 12th, 2024.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Erb. In favor, a voice vote, aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. Any nay? Thank you. Those minutes pass. For the March 11th, 2024 study session minutes of Planning and Zoning, any corrections? May I have a motion, please?
I move that we adopt the minutes of the study session of March 11th.
Thank you, Vice Chair Evans. A second? Second. Thank you, Commissioner Rankin. All in favor, a voice vote, please. Aye.
Aye.
Any nay? Thank you. April 8th, 2024 study session meeting minutes. Are there any corrections? May I have a motion for approval, please?
Second.
Thank you. All of those in favor of voice vote, aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. Any nay? Thank you. Action item 8A, Prescott Preliminary Development Plan 24-0. 01. Upon the application of Jerry Prabilski, agent for property owner, a request for a preliminary development plan approval for development of a manufactured home and sales office on approximately 1.13 acres. The property is located at 720 North Village Way, assessor parcel number 402-30-274C. The plan provides a sales office of approximately 1,092 square feet with different models varying in size. Mr. Chris Norlock, Planner 1, is the presenter this evening. Welcome, Mr. Norlock.
Thank you, Chair, Vice Chair, Commission. Like you said, this is a preliminary development plan for Dealers Network. It's a proposal for a manufactured home sales office with models on site. The property is located at 720 North Village Way, just east of State Route 69 and west of Quaywood Golf Course. Dealers Network has been in Prescott Valley for years. They were at the corner of Meadowlark and Frontage Road on the north side of 69. With the expansion of GoAZ coming to the west, who was the landowner where they were at, they needed to find a new location, and so this is where they're proposing to go. The access here will be off of North Village Way with hard surface parking for 4 regular spots and 1 ADA van accessible spot. The traffic impact of this was deemed to be negligible and has been looked at by the town engineer. The TIA and associated mitigations will be coordinated with the Clipper Court project, and the sales office is approximately 17 by 62, and the site will also have models on site for people to view. And then this is just a quick elevation of the sales office, and then just a floor plan as well. And I'm here for questions, and the applicants are as well.
Well, thank you, Mr. Norlock. That was rapid fire, wasn't it?
Pretty simple one.
Any commission questions for Mr. Norlock? I have one, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that rolled curb going into North Village Way?
Yes, it is.
All along?
All along the site.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
I know Vice Chair Evans.
Yeah, just, one's an observation on a pet peeve. Granite Basin has described this as affordable housing, and every application we get is either for the missing middle, affordable or attainable. I'm getting tired of it because nobody can define it. The other one, it refers to modular housing as well as manufactured housing. Which is it? They're very different beasts.
Would you say which is it?
Is it a manufactured housing, sales office, or modular, because they use both terms in their letter of application?
I believe it's manufactured. Yeah, it'd be manufactured housing.
Tends to be precise and consistent. Thank you very much.
Manufactured. Thank you, Mr. Norlock. I'd like to call the applicant up for any questions, comments. Welcome, Mr. Prabilski. Mr. Thomas Lucio from Granite Basin Engineering. Would you like to make any comments about your project?
We're excited about it. Like we said, we've been here for,
Just state your name
oh,
into the
Jerry
record.
Przybilski with Dealers Network. We've been in Prescott Valley for over 20 years. It was unfortunate we had to move our site, but we found a better location, we feel, and we're excited to get up and running again.
Any questions from the commission?
I have one.
Thank you, Commissioner Laney.
Looking at your sketch of the model homes, are there 5 or 6? There's one kind of over by the sales office, and I didn't know if that was going to be number 6 or not.
I believe there's 5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. Another question. I see where you have 5 parking spaces for people, and I'm guessing there are 3 employees, a manager, and 2 employees. Is that correct?
Not necessarily. There may be one employee there. It's very low. We'll maybe get 3 customers a day there. It'll all just depend on Mr. Rhett Harvick and his team of who will be working there on a regular basis.
Okay, now, we haven't seen a landscaping plan, but looking at this, there is some open space, so if you didn't, there are customers who are going to drive over to the model home that they want to see, and they'll park in front of it and walk back to the office. Will they be able to do that, or will they have to park in the regular places?
They'll park in the parking spots, the parking lot.
But there's no way to prevent them from driving further onto the rock.
Yeah, I don't believe, yeah.
Commissioner Tom Liuzzo with Granite Basin Engineering. There really isn't room in the sales lot for vehicles to move around. They would have no choice but to go into the paved parking lot and then walk to the
Good,
units.
good. Thank you.
Mr. Prabilski, Vice Chair Evans has a question for you.
Is it just accidental that this sits in the same lot as Clipper Courts? It's not a particular sales center for Clipper Courts. This is a general sales center, is it?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
So, Mr. Prabilski, will these models be transferred in and out, or are they going to be stationary for the longevity of your sales and marketing team?
So we'll allow, typically we like them to turn the inventory. So they'll have the models there for a period of time. And then depending if somebody wants to purchase it, they have the ability to purchase it and then bring a new one in its place.
Perfect. So you have about how many employees? I heard you say maybe based on RET 2 or 3?
I think the plan is maybe to start just with these 2 folks and then they'll grow accordingly.
Perfect. Well, we're excited to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
One more. I, many years ago, worked like this. So when you bring a home in from the factory to send it to the buyer's site, will you be parking any of them temporarily in the back?
Oh, you're saying before they go to the customers? No, typically what we'll do is we'll store it at the factory. They have storage yards there until the property is ready, and then they'll transport it from the factory over to the final site. That just eliminates any potential for any additional wear and tear.
Will you be taking trade-ins?
I'm sure, potentially, yes.
Where will you park them?
There could be the factory will take them, sometimes the transporter will take them. It just all depends on what the owner-operator would like to do. Usually they get moved to a different site.
Okay, so you won't be having anything on site other than the models? No
For-
other homes?
Correct. There's really limited space here, which is good. It just allows us to have a clean lot with the new models that will be showed.
Mr. Prabilski, I have a question about the proposed sales lot compacted with D&G. Can we make that a relatively hard surface, or are we going to just have loose D&G, which I feel is a disadvantage?
It's hard pack.
Well, Sandy, or Commissioner, the surface of DG is a hard pack, but if we needed to look at something that's more ABC-based or gravel-based, if you're worried about dust, that could be something we could look at for the final design plans.
I would appreciate that very much, sir. I think that for ease and convenience of your visitors coming into the center, going through the model home complex, I feel it should be made as easy as possible for them to maneuver through the center. Now, what if a handicapped individual wants to visit these models? Because I didn't see any ramps up to the models.
So the sales center will have a wheelchair accessible ramp. We'll also have a viewing screen that'll have access to all the models, so they'll be able to view them through television and video capability to go room by room through all of the different models.
So they won't be able to go into the model actually per se? It would be
Correct.
on a screen?
Correct.
Has that worked quite well then for you in your other areas?
Yes, we've leveraged that before.
Okay, wonderful. Any other questions from the commission? Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I will open the floor to public comment. Ms. Kelly, do we have any comments?
No, Chair, we do not.
Thank you. Commission, are there any other further questions, or would you like to make a motion and a vote, please?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve preliminary development plan PDP 24-001, Dealers Network for a 1092 square foot sales building and modular home sales on site.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Kelly, please call for the vote.
Commissioner Rankin,
Yes.
Commissioner Laney, Commissioner Bourdon,
Yes.
Commissioner Erb,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Evans,
Yes.
Chairperson Griffiths.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All of those in favor with a voice vote, please?
Aye.
Aye.